Hi, I'm Jim at RC4 Wireless, and this is a demonstration of using RC4Magic DMX IOs to replace DMX cables. So we're using wireless DMX to make a quick temporary setup where I have a console and I need to get a moving light in a location where I don't have any house wiring. So in this space, we have a similar layout to a small black box theater or any environment, maybe anything from a DJ to a small theater presentation, where we need to get something up and running quickly for a show that might only be one night, or at the very least we don't have the time or perhaps the physical layout to easily run cable. We can save a lot of time going this way. Back in 2006, we introduced the RC4Magic system, the first version, and this was one of the big advantages of using inexpensive RC4Magic to replace DMX cables. So here's my console. That console is connected now to a DMX IO transmitter. It's transmitting the full DMX universe is coming out of this console or any other that I were to plug it into. And I have an identical DMX IO that will act as a receiver, and I'm going to get that up on the pipe where I'm putting the lamp. That replaces a DMX cable. Distances of 200 to 300 feet with perfectly reliable operation. Let's go and get this lamp hung. Quick reminder, every RC4Magic system has unique digital IDs that belong only to you. So your system is yours. And when you're on your ID 0 or ID 1 or ID 2, other people don't have those same IDs. Your ID 0 is different than everybody else's ID 0. There, we've got the lamp in place. Got our safety in. Power for the fixture. I have power on this pipe, but I don't have any DMX data in this installation, in this facility. My DMX IO, it's going to pick up the signal from the other unit at the lighting console. Single cable tie does a good job of securing it for a temporary setup like this. Short DMX cable, DMX out from the receiver to DMX in on the fixture. Now, that whole thing took a lot less time than routing cables all afternoon. So now I've realized after I've hung my first light that I need a second fixture up there in almost the same location, somewhere very nearby the first fixture. So we've already talked about how I have one DMX IO up here broadcasting all of the data coming out of the console. I can put another fixture up there and I don't need another DMX IO receiver. I'll just run a short DMX cable from the first fixture to the second fixture because the data coming out of the DMX IO exactly replicates what comes out of the console, and it's all the channels for all the fixtures. So this is really very affordable for me. I can run everything I need up on that pipe, and I didn't have to get the data to the pipe. I just put that one receiver up there. So here I go with the second fixture. The first one is here already powered up. Here's where I've decided I want to have another one. So this DMX IO is outputting all the channels that the console is producing. Up to the maximum 512 channels in a DMX universe, this system replicates it wherever I need that data reproduced in a range of 200 to 300 feet, real world range, not imaginary product range like we find on some brochures for devices. That is the real usable range, 200 to 300 feet. Because I have two fixtures nearby each other, I don't need a DMX IO on every device. I just run a short cable from one fixture to the next, and I could put fixtures all up along that pipe, and I only need the one DMX IO. So it's really a very affordable way to replace the one big cable that otherwise would have been a big hassle to run. And if I had another row of pipes on the other side of the room or in a different location, I might choose to put another DMX IO in that location, and then once again I would use DMX cables to connect numerous fixtures that are in that local area. That was easy. So what we've seen now is DMX cable replacement with a DMX IO running as a transmitter at the console and a DMX receiver anywhere where I have groups of fixtures that need to get that data. This kind of wireless RC4Magic wire replacement with wireless DMX has been available since 2006. So you've seen us do cable replacement with a pair of DMX IOs, which, as I said, they were designed to do and introduced in 2006. But today, in 2014, all of the RC4Magic Series 3 dimmer products include a wired DMX data output. So if I'm in a pinch and I have a dimmer and I don't have a spare I/O and I need to get DMX data to somewhere, I can grab something like this little DMX2 DIM, and it has a port on the side. And I can go to RC4 and get the adapter cable. It's standard 5-pin to a 3-pin mini plug. I plug that in there, and that is now a data receiver. Its small size, much, much smaller than the DMX I/O, would in some cases make it more attractive to use than an I/O, even in a case where I don't need the dimming. In this case, I want to disconnect the wiring I was using when this was a dimmer, and I've cut off the wires from an AC adapter, a simple 12-volt AC adapter. It's actually the same adapter that we use for our DMX I/O, and it gives me 12 volts DC. That's enough to power this, especially when all it's going to do on the output end is give me data. So I've got the wires stripped back already. So there, now we have AC adapter, 12-volt DC out, power in on the 2-DIM, data out on the 2-DIM to a 5-pin XLR. I'm ready to run up the ladder and get some data into my fixtures. Watching my device power up. It's connected. I see data streaming in. I'm just going to rest it right there on top. This is now delivering me data to both of those fixtures. And there we have it. It's just like it was with the DMX I/O. I have perfect, smooth, wireless DMX control with color mixing and everything that I would have done with an I/O. And I did it with that spare dimmer that I had stuck in the back of my toolbox. You can't get any better than that. Everything is a wireless DMX data receiver when you need one.